Live.
All right, guys, so we are here at the Gravity Group. It is Kory. What's your job title this year?
I'm just a member manager this year.
Oh, check out my title this year. The International Communication Synergist.
Synergist, wow. So you really bring it all together.
Bring it all together.
Wow.
And you know what? You guys have brought it together here with Sesame Place, Gravity Group Rollies. And
we're joined by Oscar today.
Oscar.
He's our driver.
He is.
Did you know that Oscar has a driver's license?
I did not. I learned that right now.
Yeah, but I mean, so, yeah, he's driving our Wacky Taxi. You know, someone's like, who's driving that bus?
Oscar is.
Yeah, so.
I don't really understand. I feel like the way of the taxi is going out. Like, shouldn't it be Oscar's Crazy Uber?
No, I mean, I think there's still a place. I mean, Oscar's Taxi it's not the newest thing on the street.
No.
And yeah, I mean, everything that's dirty, dingy, dusty, rotten, ragged, rusty. I mean, that's what Oscar's all about. You know the song, right?
No.
You don't know the song?
I don't know the song. What song?
You know, it's like, I love trash, everything dirty and dingy and dusty, everything rotten and ragged and rusty. Oh, I love trash. That's actually, that's a Sesame Street song. Like, I have 4 kids.
4 kids.
But I also grew up with that song.
You know, I feel like I grew up with Sesame Street, but I don't remember it. But I'm excited to get back here and experience this.
But I mean, you got to believe in like public television. And look, like I watch Sesame Street, and now I design roller coasters.
That's
so
true.
I mean, it's good educational television.
So what are the kids watching now that are then going to design coasters in the future? Like YouTube?
My kids are watching Sesame Street, obviously.
Are you grooming future roller coaster designers?
Well, I mean, that's why I have kids.
I was going to say, because my father groomed me, and I ended up doing completely the opposite.
Something completely different.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, what did he groom you to?
He worked in insurance, and so that's where he wanted me to go.
He wanted you to go in insurance?
Yeah. Didn't do it.
Huh. Well, I mean, you can always fall back on insurance, though.
That's true. People are always getting hurt and stuff.
It's more about, yeah, I mean, insurance isn't bad.
No.
So...
airtime on this ride, I'm expecting.
Yeah, no, Oscar's Wacky Taxi. I mean, with Oscar behind the wheel, you can expect a rollicking, fun ride, because he's going to get you from point A to point B fast.
That's true.
So, and I mean, the great thing about this ride that's different from other rides that we've done is this is our very first ride that will have a rider height restriction that is 40 inches.
Oh.
So, I mean, like typically, like if you look back at the Wooden Warrior or some of these other rides that we did, they had a 42-inch with a person of responsibility. But this is, we made some modifications to our lap bars and whatnot, and our seating compartment that allows us to lower the height limit to 40 inches. So that, like,
all right. That's a small kid.
Well, no, I mean, but the greatest part about it is like the family can enjoy something like this together. And I mean, I remember on some of our rides, like, we have 4 kids, and one of our kids was just, he wasn't quite at 42 inches yet, but he wanted to ride. I mean, you see it in his eyes. And
Dr. Scholl's. Stick a little bit in there and then...
Well, I mean, anyways, he wanted to ride, but he couldn't, and so we were able to make some modifications, and like Sesame Place is the perfect place to do that, because, you know, it's really a very family-friendly, lots of parents with young kids go there. And so we're excited that Oscar's Wacky Taxi with Slimy.
Yeah, and it was like,
joining.
it seemed personal too. You're like, you want your whole family, you have 4 kids, you wanted them all to ride together. So it was like your own mission to get something that your kids could experience.
Yeah, I mean, they're all taller now.
Okay.
So yeah, they keep growing. That's the thing about those kids.
Man, you know, I'm going to be there soon. I'm actually getting married in like a month. So
are you really?
At some point I will be.
Yeah.
So at some point, I guess I'm going to have kids that are not going to be tall enough for rides.
You know what's great?
They'll be 40 inches, they'll be able to do this.
You know, in the loop will change considerably, you know, because your whole perspective on amusement parks will probably just be blown away once you have a stroller. And then I mean, like I've gone to amusement parks before, and there'll be like our rides over there, and I'll just see them from the distance all day. And, you know, we'll be in like the kiddie area or whatnot.
And you're like, push that button. So it goes like,
Well, no, I mean, I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in like Holodog's Fun Town or places like that. just at the edge of the wave pool, like where they have that little like fountain that's like that's all coming out, because like your 2-year-old just wants to like put their finger in it for hours.
Back
You're like, what about that ride?
Yeah.
So yeah, congratulations.
Well,
That'll be
you.
exciting for you.
That should be exciting. Also on the they're locked, so I can't do this. Legend, I need you to hand me this. We got another project you guys are working on.
Yeah, we're working on something in France.
Wood Express?
Wood Express, yeah. So that's also something that we're working on. That is also coming in 2018 in Europe.
Going to run Timberliners also?
Correct, yeah. I mean, all of our rides run Timberliners these days.
That's true. So now with the modifications of something for like Oscar, is that now going to be going forward?
No, I mean, I think that's something where we just look at certain trains and say, you know, this is more of a family-centric ride, and so we're going to lower the height limit. I mean, really, it comes down to the restraint system that we choose to put in the train and just the ride experience in general. You know, you have to look at, just because you can safely put someone in a ride, do you want that person to be traumatized or go through that experience?
Basically, you're saying someone 40 inches probably shouldn't ride the Voyage. Yeah,
I mean, I think that would probably change the youngsters' outlook on roller coasters.
Then it would.
You know, so.
But that's really neat. So you said this is about an hour outside of Paris.
Yeah, that's right outside of Paris, and yeah, we're excited about that as we are about our Wacky Taxi here as well.
You know, from a conversion factor, meters to feet. So this ride is 15 meters tall, which sounds very small to me, and then I saw that it's 49 meters, so it's not a bad height.
49 feet, yeah.
49 feet, but like, so 15 meters sounds really small.
Yeah, I mean, like I like to think of it as, you know, in each foot there might be 0.3048 meters.
Oh my gosh! So, like, so this is the engineer versus the international communication synergist. Engineer knows these things.
Well, I'm actually not an engineer. I'm just a member manager.
This year.
Yeah.
But it seems fun. Lots of airtime. Airtime is good.
Yeah, I mean, that's, I think when you look at a ride, whether it be the taxi or any of our other projects, we always like to have a good mix of airtime and some nice turns. I mean, really,
stuff. Yeah.
When you're doing a ride, you can go up, down, left, right, So.
Well, then you get these things that are like downish, rightish.
Downish, rightish.
And you're like upish, leftish.
This is like inspiration right now. Like when you're designing something, can you do something that goes more downish, rightish?
Downish, right. Rather than straight down, you're going downish, rightish.
So, but yeah, we're excited about the projects and about the taxi, and I mean, we wanted to give Oscar something that was a little bit nicer car, but he wanted something that was
trashy and dirty. Yeah, I can't wait for like the theming in the station where you have like trash cans and everyone's gonna be like, oh, it's authentic.
Well, yeah, I mean, Chad's actually, you know, one of the other engineers here, Chad, he's been more closely associated with this project than I have, so I know that they've got some really cool ideas with theming and different things going on that I'm not really a party to. I just know it's a roller coaster, and it's green. Did you know it's going to be green?
I did not know it's going to be green.
Yeah, it's going to be our first green roller coaster.
Is this your first colored coaster?
Well, no. I mean, we've got the Grunneland ride was the first ride that had a color that was white.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That was white.
And then the Fun Spot ride is also white. So, yeah, this is number 3 in the wonderful world of powder-coated roller coasters. So.
Now, this is completely off topic here of that, but it's very related. What is the process of like painting the wood? Is it just somebody sits in your office and paints them, or?
Oh no, we don't paint the wood. Like the structure for like Fun Spot or Grunneland or even this ride, it's a steel structure.
Okay, so yeah, so it's not wood. It's going to be.
But I mean, it has a traditional wood track.
Yeah,
like
but
when we think about a ride, it could be built out of wood, steel, reinforced concrete, whatever. Yeah. But if the track is wood, I mean that's what makes a wooden roller coaster.
Yeah.
Is the wood track and then the little steel bars running on top.
But now, are we talking like this color green, or are we more like an olive green? Do we not know? Or is that...
I mean, I'm a guy, so green is green.
Green is green.
But there is, we like, I think in the wonderful world of paint, we talk about like RAL colors. And there's what? Pantone, RAL, all sorts of different ways you can talk about colors. So there's a number.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I forget what the number is, but I call it Oscar the Grouch Green.
That sounds like a good color. What is your favorite color?
You know, when I was growing up, I really liked yellow. So,
yellow is pretty close to my favorite color. So if you took Oscar green and that yellow and mixed it together, that would be my favorite color, which is chartreuse, just like the tennis ball color.
Really?
So I'm thinking if you ever like need inspiration, a chartreuse roller coaster would be pretty great.
I'll keep that in mind, you know.
I appreciate it, man.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. Downish, upish, downish, rightish, and chartreuse.
That might be the key right there.
Yeah.
Could sum up my career. Ever since I did that downish, rightish thing, it came together.
Well, I mean, you got to admit, some elements on rides have really ridiculous names at this point.
Yeah. I mean, there's. I'm looking for one that does like the whoopsie doodle or something.
The whoopsie doodle.
But yeah, I mean, I don't get to name things that we do.
No.
We never really talk about things in terms of elements. We always kind of talk about the ride as a whole, and it'd be rare for us to say, you know.
There's a whoopsie doodle here.
Yeah, I mean, it gets to bent 154, and then you do the thingamajigger or the thingamajagger.
Yeah.
So depending on if we were like the Rolling Stones coaster would have the thingamajagger.
That's right.
I don't know, or something.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, we're excited about everything, and
definitely excited. This gives me a reason to go to Sesame Place and not look weird.
Well, you're actually getting married, and you'll probably, you know, if you have kids, that would be another good reason. So
that would be another good reason to go there.
That's why I would go.
Oh, 'cause
I'd go for my kids. So, and then like the roller coaster's like bonus. It's sort of like, you know, like if you ever get a Happy Meal or something, and then you get the toy as like a bonus.
It's true. But really the most important part was that cheeseburger.
Or the apple, these slices that they come with now. Did you know they come with apple slices?
You know, I've been enjoying Wendy's has a bunch of different sides now. It's not just fries, because you can get a side salad or chili or something like that.
Yeah, but they have sea salt on their fries, so they're a healthier option too, right?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Sea salt for some reason is better than regular salt.
Yeah, I don't really know the difference, but I guess it's true.
All right.
I mean, we're gonna wrap this up with just the whole final comment that this is gonna look great on a cup. I think
we're excited about that. I mean, we can't say what the park's going to do, but certainly if they were to theme a cup with Oscar's Wacky Taxi, I'd be tickled.
Yeah, especially with that poster right there.
Yeah, that would look really nice. I like cups. I mean, theme park cups.
Theme cups, great.
They're right up there. I still have my little, you know, Ponderosa Ranch cup from Haas's Burger.
It's good stuff. Theme park cups there. Well, thank you very much.
All right.
The internet, I'm sorry this didn't go a half an hour, but Kory's not.
I'm tired today, you know, it's the end of the day. You got to catch me early in the morning.
Well, so that's what our goal was last year. We tried to catch you early on the day on Friday, and you had already gone home for the...
Well, you know, I got places to go, people to see.
That is true.
So
minds to blow.
That's right, the mind blower. Actually, I was back. See, what happened is you could have just come and seen me like a week later at Fun Spot, because I was doing layout and all sorts of fun stuff there.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
Yeah, memories. Seems like just yesterday.
Yeah.
Years go by like that.
That they do.
I measure it all by roller coasters, though. You know, it's not like...
I imagine you can like relate to your kids' lives and been like, oh yeah, I remember they were growing up. I was designing Hades 360. And
yeah, no, I mean totally. Yeah, that's totally how it is.
And then like, good stuff. Well,
you were finally tall enough to ride rides. We didn't have to give you all that milk with all the weird chemicals in it anymore.
That's true.
Finally
stretch them out in the closet.
Yeah, the rack. Yeah, I didn't know many people knew about that. That's how little Xander got to be tall enough.
Well, you know, it's good that they get to ride.
No, I'm excited. Actually, 3 of my 4 kids have ridden our rides, but the 4th one, it could be this year. I mean, it could be this ride would be his first Gravity Group ride. So that would be really super exciting.
Is that like a milestone, their first Gravity Group ride?
Yeah. I mean, and if possible, you try to make it their first roller coaster, but it doesn't always happen that way. But yeah, you really want it to be a good, positive experience. So
I can see it. I mean, I feel like if I designed roller coasters, the only things I would let my kids ride would be my rides.
Well, no, I mean, it's like, I think you have to have taste in all, you have to understand all roller coasters, so they hopefully have more appreciation for what Dad does, you know?
It's true. Well, I appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
It's good stuff. I'm excited for Oscar. You know, I might end up in France someday again and ride the Wood Express.
I hope so.
And I'm sure there's plenty of stuff in Asia you guys have been working on.
Yep. There's stuff always going on in Asia, China, so we're excited.
It's good stuff. Well,
all right.
Well, thank you for your time. We're going to end this for real this time, I promise.
Yeah, I mean, this felt like the Lord of the Rings, where it's like,
oh my God, you're right. There's like
how many times, how many endings?
And then it just kind of ends, and you're like, oh, that was it.
Yeah, it's like, where was the ending?
Yeah.
So you should just like stop it.
Stop it, just like that.
Sentence.
Just like The Sopranos.
I don't know. I don't watch much television.
Oh man.
So
I just spoiled the ending for you.
That's all right.
It ends in mid-sentence.